Hey, what's going on, you guys? This is Hyperion-Blue-GT. Welcome back to the full walkthrough in the Crew 2. So I'll be continuing on for the journey by participate with some more rally raid events. It seems I'm about to start stacking up with some more currency credits for having some new rides for a disciplined classes. But this time it's about to be ready to go down south to participate in the rally raid. But this is going to be having two choices whenever we're about to be going in on the land or on the water. But this one might have to take two choices at once. So let's get ready to go and have my Mercedes-Benz S-Class will be ready to roll.
You're racing through the bayou today. Don't know what the big deal is, bayou. It's just a fancy word for swamp. You drive in the water, and it's a straighter line to the finish. Drive on land, and it's faster. And mix and match to make your best time. And try not to get the car too dirty, huh?
This is going to be an awesome run out there to take part in the bayou, folks. So this is going to be getting ready to go for our starting grid. And let's get prepared to beat the time.
1.
So let's do this. I hope I could probably have to take the checkpoint. This is where I'm about to be heading in. There you go, just gonna hit the better pack up for the nitrous. Checkpoint clear. Now we're about to be going in onto the swamp rush. How remarkable for this rally raid event, folks. Rushing in on the land and going in for the swamp. This is the best two types for having an off-road challenge. Just gonna have to change course. Better pack it up with some extra speed. Looks like we got some alligators who are about to be going in to take the water, folks. Just gonna go onto that checkpoint. Here's the ramp. Yeah, that's more like it. Off-road jump is going to be very extreme. There you go. Just gonna have to keep going. Very awesome for having a good run. So I hope I can probably see expect for taking before coming in onto the checkpoint. And here comes the finish line. Only a couple of distance away. Just gonna have to rush through onto the trees. Almost there. Just gonna have to take a few more distance onto the water and going back into the land. Finally made it. Successful time for 2 minutes and 29.71 seconds. A good green mark check is definitely might be given a good racing complete. Got some good salute, putting up with some 2 parts, and this is going to be great. How awesome for a rally raid to be in a good time on the swamp. Lucky for the guest for the fancy word on the bayou, of course. So I hope I could probably have to get ready to go for a next rally raid event. But this is going to be having some more upgrade for my Mercedes-Benz S-Class. But this is going to be a lot of good wide open to be on a good run. Just going to have to go over to the live map. But this is a very good racing line to be going in to choose in many directions. Just gonna have to go and zoom out. Be at Salt Lake City. This is gonna be a pretty good run out there to be going down to the hill. But this is going to be having a good racing line to be highlighted on the orange. Just going to have to be quite very good to be recommended to be at 40. So currently at 46. But this one is very good to be recommendable to have some more upgrades.
This place, beautiful, wild, empty. That's Tuck's country, not mine. But that's good, because it allowed me to focus and set a decent time. Nothing spectacular, but it'll let me see what progress you make by trying to beat it.
Making some progress. I hope this is going to be a pretty good run to beat Tuck's running time. But it's going to be a lot of good challenge. 3 minutes and 59.388 seconds. This is going to be a main objective. But I hope this is going to be having a lot of good jumps by going downhill. Oh snap, this is way wild for having a good run. Checkpoint clear. Sliding down to the hill and take that lane. Gonna have to use the trail. Easy way to follow those lines. Still close. Come on. Just gonna get that checkpoint. Moving on to the next area. Yeah, that's more like it. Going in to have that hill to make a good jump. Gonna have to switch course. I'll be taking the left side. Gonna use that nitro. Okay, watch out for the trees. Better expect caution. Checkpoint confirmed. Now going in for the hill climb. Oh man, better watch out for the rocks. I could probably switch to a different route. Oh boy. Looks like things are about to go down and dirty. Just gonna go and putting up with some more speed. Gonna have to turn left. Okay, how much progression is that? Almost 70%. 30 more to go. That's more like it. Checkpoint clear. Now going in to take the final stretch. This is so extreme! Coming out to the forest, and now I'm about to be hitting at the desert. This is going to be pretty good awesome out there for taking a rally raid, for having a good different environment. Just going to get a little bit more closer for only a couple of yards away. And here's for the last jump. Oh yeah!
Looking
Finally
at
made
your time,
it.
I'd say you absolutely crushed it. I guess congratulations are in order.
Now that is so awesome to be taking a good run on the forest and to the desert. I kinda like it. Luckily, I could probably have to do this another time. Okay, looks like flight of the Condor is now definitely might have a photo op nearby. Okay, looks like this is going to be pretty good. Tracker is now active for having some good loot. I have to follow the trail. And here it is. X marks the spot. live reward has now been placed. Just gonna have to collect it and... oh boy. That was so awesome. More parts, more upgrades. Okay, looks like we have a player is now in session, and it looks like it really thinks they like my livery design. Pretty good, awesome. Just gonna have to keep exploring around the desert, so I hope this one might have to give a little bit more short time. Save in a good formation. Okay, ground drift just barely made a new personal highlight. Okay, looks like this one might have a little bit more short time on the resets, but looks like I just barely took a finish line at the Great Sand Dune. How awesome is that? Okay, let's just gonna check to see which rally raid event am I going to participate next. Okay, looks like might need to have 50 required. So I'm at 46. But it seems that this will might need some few more runs to go. So let's get some upgrades for my Mercedes-Benz S-Class. So I hope this is going to be quite very good to have some adjustments on the performance. I'll make sure this will might have some good requirements whenever I need. And luckily, this one might have a clip that I just barely got a yellow part on the motor core. So maybe this will might have to put another one until I'll get started.
Is that yellow loot? Yellow loot's a mechanic's dream. Every part gives you the usual stuff, but if you collect a set of 7 specific pieces, you get a super cool new bonus. There are 5 sets with 5 different bonuses, but you can only use one. Drops are random, so it may take time, but wow, is it worth it.
Now this is going to be a pretty good, remarkable to have a nice good rare part. Pretty brilliant by the way, but this is going to be quite very good to keep it for a while. So now I have to put this part on the ECU, but this will might have to reduce the percentage on the bulldozer, so maybe I could probably have to take a few more adjustments for some good required parts. Just gonna putting in onto 50. Exhaust will be adding up onto 71 to be putting in onto 54. There we go, just put some suspension. 55 should be good enough. Well, I bet I could probably have to keep this for a while. But luckily, let's just gonna get prepared for having another rally raid event, folks. Gonna have to go over to... And now it's time to go over to Salem Woods. But this is gonna be a one good tricky route. But this is gonna get a little bit more difficult. But the wide open area is definitely might be pretty good clearing up. So that will be having a good recommendable requirements for having some parts will be upgradable. Just gonna go and travel. Let's get prepared.
Lots of obstacles on a course like this. But when I drove here, I always kept one eye on the distance to plan ahead. And that's free advice. You should take it if you want to do as well as me. I'll be keeping an eye on you. See if you measure up.
Well, this will might have a little bit crystal clear. Just gonna get prepared for a starting grid, so looks like there might be some moves will be coming in.
3.
Okay, here we go, folks. This is gonna be having a good run in the East Coast for a rally raid. Let's go for it. Gonna have to take the left course. So, however, the clip might be having a little bit more issues. That's how I expected to be having some skipping parts. I know it happens all the time, but with all due respect. But it is definitely might be quite very upsettable, but no hard feelings. Gonna have to stick it to the road on the... But this is gonna have a little bit more rough on the terrain. Just gonna go on and take the first checkpoint. Okay, looks like motor stars earned. Drive anywhere, anytime. Come on, just gonna keep up the pace. Reaching up onto the second checkpoint. Now going in onto the right side. Man, that was so close. Okay, keep it control. Wow! Looks like this is going to be a pretty good save onto the small river. Come on, just going to go for a little hill climb and going on to the small road. Better pack up with a nitrous boost. Come on, just land that checkpoint and going in for the next direction. Better pass by to the moose. Okay, watch out for the trees. I should really wanted that ramp for having a good extreme jump. And we have touchdown, folks. Finally made it in the finish line.
You win big, so don't ever stop.
Wow, that was so pretty close and pretty tough. So I could probably have to grab some loot, be collected. Man.
Rookie, look at you. You're my rising star in the off-road world. This is gonna be huge for me. And for you, too.
Well, I already am a star, Wade. I hope I could probably have to keep up, but this is going to be having a lot of good off-road racing experience before moving on to a different discipline classes. But I have already did. Now, looks like this is going to be going forward to take part in the 4th Rally Raid Time Trial event, folks. But this is going to be going down over to the Midwest. Well, I know. I just recently to be taking a little bit more quick warm-up, but I expected that this is going to be having a good wide open to be in the good fields. But let's just going to go and take a travel. So I expected that the Midwest is definitely might have to be on a good wide open, perfectly used for having a rally raid off-road vehicles. But most importantly, this event will be changing the dynamic time and condition. But this is going to be a perfect sunset, so let's get everything will go.
Gotta admit, there's nothing I love more than this.
Feels good to be riding on for the open area, Tucker Morgan. Feels good to be on the open field. So I hope this is going to be a pretty good area, just like having the ironclad dash from the first installment of the crew. But in that case, that you guys have remembered to be taking a good rally race run for racing in the St. Louis area. The ironclad dash is definitely might be a pretty good off-road challenge to be in America. Pretty good expected on the terrain, and sometimes highways was actually to be included. But you know what that means. It was pretty good to be digging on for some different rally raids for having a good different area like this one. Ouch! Yep. Note to self, never ever gonna hit the trees when making a mistake. Gonna have to keep your cool and keep a good wide open pressure to be on the off-road. Checkpoint clear. Gonna have to take the left side. I I hope I'm about to be going in to take the right direction. Okay. Certainly I do. Now on to the next checkpoint. Better watch out for the trees. I have to dodge it quick. Okay, keep going. Safe and sound. Moving on to the next checkpoint. Okay, that's more like it. Only a few more distance to go. Gonna have to make that quick jump. That's more like it. Almost there, folks. Getting a little bit more closer by reaching nearly towards 90%. Only 10%. Final leg. This is going to get a lot of good ways to reach up towards the finish line. And I successfully made it. 3 minutes and 50.755 seconds. That was a pretty good Midwest Rally Raid run, folks. It looks like 2 green boots to be going in to be received. Now this is going to be a pretty good ways to get back onto the normal condition time. I'll have to slow down. Okay, looks like there's some cows are roaming around. Now this is going to be a pretty good, remarkable run whenever we're about to take on for some good wide open areas to be in the terrain. But sometimes having a good off-road means... Oops. Okay, where was I? Sorry about that. Just gonna have to skip that part. So, whenever it might be possible to be going back over to home for putting up with some upgrades on your favorite rally raid vehicles, exclusively on the Mercedes-Benz S-Class and the Proto Dune Buggy. But what can I say? This is going to be having a good time at Extreme Off-Road Racing events, ladies and gentlemen. But I bet I'm about to get a little bit more halfway there towards Icon. But this is going to be having some more events. We'll be going in to be expanded much more. So, let's just going to have to check again on this route. So, looks like this is going to be a pretty good ways to be going through onto the fields and making a one good through to be onto the wind power plant construction sites. Only a few of them are being active, and looks like this is pretty good out there for having a nice good nature environment. Pretty good awesome for the windmill power plant to be shown. But this is a pretty good excellent environment to be passing by for some rally raid vehicles. So I hope I could probably have to continue on for the next walkthrough for participate with some more motocross event. I really bet I could probably have to keep using with my KTM 450 EXC. But this is going to be having a good running time out there to go fast and taking some good extreme obstacle course for some motocross experience. But I can still learn whenever I can, but taking 2 wheels are always more better than 4 wheels to be possible as one. Alright folks, I hope you really enjoyed watching the race. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, bell for notification uploads, and the links on the description down below if you want to see more. And Deviant Art and GT Planet whenever you want. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time to continue the journey in the Crew 2, and I'll see you guys later. Keep on racing, stay clean.